Fight's been offered to me. I think that's the big fight in Dallas. And with Sean Porter, I thought that fight was going to happen. It somehow fell out. And with Keith Thurman, he's going to stay injured as long as I keep winning. So.
Fans like Tobias Eagle, it doesn't make any sense going back and forth with him because he's not a real boxing fan. He picks his fighters by race, and all colors have them. Basically, he's calling me an Uncle Tom because I ain't picking Deontay Wilder because he's black. Who's emotionally invested in a fighter. He's not a Wilder fan. He's a Wilder groupie that does not give a damn about him. Like the landlord says, facts over feelings. Obviously, this guy had no facts, so using his feelings, hopefully you get your wish or your dream, you get to stroke off Deontay Wilder one day. Where is my manners? Thanks for the view. Sincerely, Uncle Ruckus or Uncle Tom. Anyone would do. Now back to boxing. WBO champion Jamal Herring has to postpone his fight once again because they found traces of COVID-19 still in his body. Made the main event Michaela Mayer versus Helen Joseph. This will be Mayer's toughest opponent up to date. Mayer comes in with a 12-0 record with 5 knockouts. Helen Joseph's record is 17-4 with 2 draws. She also has 10 knockouts. Mayer comes in with a 4-inch height advantage and a 1-inch reach advantage. Mayer is also a year younger than the Nigerian. Rounds 1 through 4. The first 4 rounds were easy to score. Michaela Mayer is looking great. She's landing good combinations, showing good movement, landed a short, beautiful uppercut in the 3rd round. Through 4 rounds, Michaela Mayer's connect percentage is at 35%. Helen Joseph's at 24%. Through 8 rounds, Michaela Mayer is dominating the fight, but Helen Joseph is very determined and tough, but it's levels to this, and Michaela Mayer is levels above Helen Joseph. Helen Joseph may be a tough competitor, and Michaela Mayer landed shots when she wanted to land them, showed good movement. She was faster. In the later rounds, she starts sitting down on her punches and beating Helen Joseph up in the inside. And I can't forget about the jab and the combination punching. Michaela Mayer wins by unanimous decision. I look forward to seeing her fight for a junior lightweight title real soon. In other boxing news, how the tables have turned. Keith Thurman wants to fight Errol Spence now. I can remember a few years back when Errol Spence used to call out Keith Thurman every time he get a chance. Keith Thurman would duck Errol Spence like he had the plague. I'm going to be up front. I do not think this fight would happen. If this fight did happen, I think Errol Spence's body work would be the factor in this fight, and he would destroy Keith Thurman. There is no reason for Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman. He has no titles. Errol Spence is trying to unify all the titles and then go up to 154. Now, I would rather see Keith Thurman fight him than Danny Garcia, but Danny Garcia is the mandatory for Errol Spence. By the way, this article is on boxingseed.com. If you have time, it's a good read. Keith Thurman goes on to say that him and Spence face the same competition, but Thurman's point is that he never faced him. One opponent they both faced was Sean Porter. And I did think Keith Thurman beat Sean Porter more decisively than Errol Spence did. Matter of fact, some experts had Sean Porter edging that fight out over Errol Spence. I had Spence winning by 1 point. And the Keith Thurman-Sean Porter fight was close, but I thought Keith Thurman did enough to win. I gave it to Keith 75. Spence has made it clear he wants 3 fights. He wants Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, and Terrence Crawford. Those are the 3 fights he wants at 147. Keith Thurman also says in his article he doesn't want any tune-ups. If he wants a title shot so bad, all he has to do is walk across the street. There's a man named Terrence Crawford that's looking for opponents. He can't find an opponent. Keith Thurman and Terrence Crawford would be a decent fight to have. I would rather see Terrence Crawford fight Keith Thurman than Kell Brook any day in the week, twice on Sunday. A question for you. Do you think Keith Thurman has any chance to fight Errol Spence? I know stranger things have happened in boxing. I think Keith Thurman ruined his chance a few years ago. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beezy, subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.